What up, everybody? We're back. We got a new update, 0.7.2 for Auto Legends. Lots of changes went down. Let's go over a few things. First thing I want to go over is we have leaderboards. We have a pink slip leaderboard, quarter mile, mile an hour, and wins. So this is like a seasonal thing or like a month thing. Um, I think this is supposed to be split between the two tracks that are in the game. I'm not 100% sure. It's not actually doing it. The quarter mile right now is not showing quarter mile ET. It's showing your final time. So it's ET plus reaction time. It's also getting weird. Like for me, for example, it says I ran this with a Honda Civic. I ran this with an NSX. So I don't know. The quarter mile trap speed is your mile an hour. It's just numbered wrong, so instead of it being 162, it's actually saying point 162. I imagine this is supposed to be like a local region thing, which you can't filter by class either, but this is supposed to be like a local region thing, world, and maybe friends list. And then there's going to be a reward for the end of each month that you'll get for finishing in a certain spot. You do have a repair function now because durability is a thing on your car. The more you race it, the more durability or the more damage it takes, so you have to repair it. There's a sell function for your cars now, which is pretty cool. They introduced a level thing for your player level, which is cool. It's maxed out right now, but that should be implemented soon, I think. There is a daily login reward and a friends list. So now you have a friends list and you can add your friends to it, go to their lobbies, talk to them on there, whatnot. And then Daniel's races. So this is a daily race, a daily challenge set. I've already done one of them. So you get some rewards depending on which difficulty you do. And you earn rewards throughout the season for your daily challenges, kind of like a game pass or a battle pass, I think, where just the rewards will ramp up the more you complete. So we'll go ahead and run this one, and this one's at the hangars. The first one was at 6th Street, so get a little nitrous purge going on. Get a little. Oh, I can't noob span. That sucks. Got a little short shift on first gear. Very nice. You love to see it. Love to see it. I haven't ran this car at the hangar, so I don't know what it's going to run. I imagine it's going to run slower because there's no drop down in this. Like 6th Street has. It's got like 800 feet out. It has a bump and then it drops down in the bridge. Yeah, we ran a little bit slower. And I do want to take a break from showing the game real quick because there's a lot of new players that have been asking about some stuff. So I just want to run over the time slip. This is broken down like a real time slip. So you get your reaction time. So that's the time from when the green light turns on to when you actually leave the starting line. You have your 60-foot time, and all the times after reaction time are based on after you leave the starting line. So the clock will start when you leave the starting line. So the later you are does not affect your actual 60-foot, 8th mile, any of your ET stuff. So then you got your 60-foot timer, your 330, and then your 8th mile break. So this is 660 feet. This is your mile an hour that it was at the 8th mile. Then your 1,000 foot, which is halfway between 8th mile and quarter mile. And then you have your quarter mile ET, which is the finish line, and your mile an hour. This right here is going to be your split between you, or the differences, not the splits, but the difference between you and the other person. And your final time will be your quarter mile time plus your reaction time, because in racing terms, even if the clock doesn't start until you leave the starting line, it's still whoever gets there first if you're running heads up. So that's where your final time comes into play. And that's what the quarter mile leaderboard is running off of right now. And then as you can see, we get a little get some rewards for that. We got milestone points, and then, ooh, there's a bug right there. Can't scroll over. So let's run the last one. Let's go ahead and run the last one to see if it'll let me scroll over. Let's see, I think I left the last one a little too low, so let's run it about 4,000. See what happens. I short shifted again. I think I need to move my first gear up. That'd be better. And as you can see, Nitrous, for anybody that's played the previous versions, Nitrous works now. Let's see what we ran. Get a little time slip action. We ran slower. I need to use Nitrous earlier. I ran Nitrous too late. So get the rewards there. And so you have, I don't even know what it gets, but we got the claim all button. So at least that's working. And then here we can see the repair function. So vehicle condition is 92%. I think, like, from what I've noticed, like around 70% is where it actually starts affecting your performance, like your ETs, really badly. So there's a repair cost. We'll go ahead and repair it. Okay, and we'll move on to the next thing, and that is the speed lab. So if you've already played the versions, you'll actually know what I'm talking about. But the parts breakdown thing, the parts descriptions have changed a little bit functionally. So instead of showing torque before, now it shows your power, gain or loss, your weight, gain or loss, and the health of the part, or the health increase or decrease. I guess that's a durability thing that's going to be implemented. And it also changed the design a little bit, but now you actually have changes to speed rating, which actually affects the car. And a lot of the cars actually have their parts list not really figured out, but definitely further along than it was before. Some cars are still kind of behind, where the parts lists are kind of like lackluster, but that will definitely come with time. And I think that really goes over all the changes that came along with this version. There is, I didn't get to show it, but there is a tutorial at the beginning of the game that takes you through racing. You lose a car. It's not your car, but you borrow a car, you lose it, or you race it for a win and then lose it in a pink slips race, and then you go out and actually get to buy your starter car, which is that hatch Civic that we got to see there. And then you can start building your car from there. And that's it for this little run through of what has gone down. And stay tuned, because I'm going to be posting build guides on some of these cards. So first one I'm going to do is going to be the Civic, and then I'll take care of the NSX, because the NSX is pretty baller. It's running 9.6s right now, and then the RX-7 will be after that. That's a stock one. It's sitting on my lift in Speed Lab, so I haven't messed with it yet, but that will be out today or tomorrow. And if you want to stay tuned, hit a subscribe on the channel. We're going to keep posting stuff. We're going to do some, maybe we'll get some keys to do some giveaways if you haven't gotten a key yet, and see where we go from there. Appreciate it.